Well, folks, you may have watched the video setup I did on GeekSmart on this specific camera. Now it's time to talk about my thoughts after having it up and running for a little while now. This is the Ankway solar-powered, battery-operated PTZ security camera. As always, welcome back to techgooch. So today we're taking a peek at the Ankway PTZ camera. Now this is solar powered. It powers a internal rechargeable battery, which means essentially after you set this up, as long as it gets enough sun during the day, you will never really have to do anything. It'll just keep operating. Connects to your network via Wi-Fi, so it does have to be within Wi-Fi range of your home. However, there's always ways to extend that as well. So as long as it's within range of receiving a wireless signal, you'll be able to monitor this remotely from your phone. You can monitor this from anywhere as long as when you set it up, you basically attach to an account. You log into that account on the app on your phone, and no matter where you are, you'll be able to access this so long as it has internet at your home. I have basically let this operate as it is without me touching it, without me charging it, nothing. As with every single solar-powered camera that I have ever tested so far, by all means, I have had no issues with this. Now, I have not had this in extremely cold weather. I have done reviews on several other, including a PTZ camera, in extreme cold, and I didn't have an issue with that one either. Even when it got to negative 20 plus, I guess lower than negative 20 here in Iowa. However, with the alerts that you get on your phone with this, the ability to control the PTZ, and the solar power, obviously, function of it itself, I don't have a whole lot of bad things to say about this so far. For the price, right now you can get this less than $150 after there's a coupon code through Amazon right now that you can apply. So less than $150 gets you a pan, tilt, zoom, wireless, battery-operated, solar-powered security camera. Now, it has internal micro SD storage. Most people are probably going to stick with that. They do offer cloud-based storage as well. For an additional fee, you can have, as much as you probably really want. But this is designed to operate 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. It does not do 24-hour recording. It records based on motion. And this one, trying to be as honest as I can, but without going too crazy. If I compare this to a couple of the other PTZ cameras that I've tested, it shares about equal quality of video and equal controllability and its app capability. That said, I have noticed that the sensibility of the sensors is a little bit different. Sometimes it's really sensitive in what it picks up. Other times, not as sensitive as a couple of the other ones. Now, ultra-sensitive cameras kind of annoy you to the point where you turn off the notifications anyway. At least I do, because I kind of get annoyed by it. But I still want the camera to record those motions. So the way that I kind of get around, eventually, if I don't want to receive notifications really at all, I leave this, have the notification capability turned on. I just turn it off on my phone itself, like literally in the settings of my phone, turn off notifications for that app. And I usually do that for a small amount of time, and then I turn them back on, maybe when I don't want to be disturbed or stuff like that, maybe for a week, or if I'm out of town for a couple weeks and my wife's home. I don't know, it all depends. But that said, you can do that. But I did find that if I turned off notifications, or turned off the notifications on the device, it wasn't recording as much. And I don't know if it was if it just didn't need to record as much, but it didn't seem to be recording as many incidents. So I turned it back on and it went back to normal. I just kind of played around with it That said, we're going to go outside, and I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like, exactly how I have it mounted. Then we're going to come back inside, and I'm going to show you how the app is, and then we'll wrap things up. So I've been ranting around here long enough. Let's go outside. All right, so here we are. This is the Ankway camera. You can see the small solar panel. It's not a huge solar panel, but it is definitely enough to keep the battery charged up during the day. It just plugs into the bottom of the unit. Now you can actually recharge this via a wall socket, a USB socket, because it's just essentially a micro USB down here. Quick and simple. Down here there is a power button on the bottom that you can turn it off if you need to as well. But if you watch my setup video, the setup of it is ridiculously easy. And the solar panel, you can adjust the angle of, it's just basically a ball socket up there to make sure you're getting a good amount of light on it. Now, like I said, I have not had any issues with it, but again, it's in a spot down here. It does get quite a few notifications, quite a few motions during the day on some days. Other days, not as many, but it works. It just mounts, and I have this kind of mounted in the same spot I've been mounting cameras for a little while, so I have a little more, I guess, ways to compare models, because this has kind of been my go-to, essentially because this deck's going to be coming out, and I don't care how many holes I put in it, because, well, eventually, it's going to be coming out, and a new deck's going to be going in, so it's kind of falling apart. But that said, it's a solid camera. Not a whole lot to show you other than it has a solar panel, plugs into the battery, which is behind that PTZ camera, and then you have the actual PTZ camera itself. Now, if nothing else, what I'll do is I'll show you on the app. I'll show you the app on when we go inside. It's going to be a lot easier for you to see it if we're inside. But if nothing else, I can actually show you what it looks like when it's actually moving, because I can actually open it up right here. I can see myself talking there. Go to the PTZ controls, and then move it around. And you can see down, we can go up, and we can take it over to the side of the house over here, but it can go all the way around. Now it's not going to continuously go around, it's going to go to a stopping point and then turn the other way. So, but it gives a good, be honest, it actually shows quite a bit. It's easy to control, and yeah, quality's decent. Not going to say it's Ultra HD or anything, but it's not bad. Enough to see what you need to see. So that's it. What I'm going to do is let's go inside. I'll show you what the app looks like up close and personal. Okay, so the app that it uses is called U-Box, which I don't understand why it's U-Box, but it's alright. Notification permission is not enabled. Oh, yes, because I actually turned it off. That'd be a good reason why. So at least it tells you when you actually have it turned off, so it can remind you, hey, do you need to turn this back on? Because that's just on my phone. That's not in the actual device itself. So you can see here we actually have a device. So if I only have the one camera currently. If I click on the camera itself, it'll bring us into live view mode. And within this live view mode, we can take snapshots, we can do recordings. It does have two-way audio, which I didn't show you out there. I apologize. But it does have that two-way audio. I can actually turn on the speaker. Not a whole lot going on out there right now. But it does have audio where you can actually hear what's going on. I'll turn that off just in case. Let's see. And then we can go on the bottom left in the video. This is where we actually have our PTZ controls. You know, a slight delay to it, right? And we can go up. Might not. Yeah, here we go. That's as high as it'll go. Oh, maybe not. Yep, that's about it. And then we can go down. There's my old water heater. There's the ladder I was just on. But I like to keep it focused usually over here by my garage so I can see if anybody's coming around the backside that during the day that isn't supposed to be. But yeah, that's what it is. So right now you can kind of see anything. We can actually go in here and choose how fast and slow we want it to actually move. We can zoom in and out. So it is a PTZ with the zoom function. And then we can turn off the controls. Maybe not. Maybe it just goes if we just click on the thing here. So cloud here. We can actually go between cloud storage and TF storage. So I'm currently not utilizing their cloud. I am just using the TF card or the micro SD card that's in there. And you can see there's where I was standing there doing that. But we can actually look at back in time when things were going on. So you can hear the audio there. So it's pretty simple in how it actually operates. To be honest about it, we can actually go to album, keep current selections, and basically if we take shots, take snapshots and stuff, snapshot, we can take video from our phone, save it on our phone itself, save to album, and I wonder if it may not show in here, but it will show in my actual album on my phone. And then you can see information on yourself. You can change your cloud service. There we go. So right now on deck, we have, event triggers, free trial, which again, I didn't really want to do the item, but if we choose this, 30 days is $199, 80 days versus 360 days is $22 a year. If we want to have, that's for 7 days of kept recording, 30 days kept recording. Looks like for a year it's $40. So you can choose to pay it per day or per month. And then let's see, common settings in here. Mute when playback, which I don't, I keep it go. Default resolution, we can change to high definition if we wanted to. And then vibrate, text, voice, things like that. So, I mean, it's pretty basic. All the apps for these cameras that I've been doing lately are very, very similar in what they can do. But they're always a different brand, I guess, to the app itself. But, you know, that's what it is. And then, you know, you link it to a home, essentially. But that's the app. Pretty basic, but does it work? Yeah, it works pretty good, actually. So that is the Ankway PTZ solar-powered, battery-operated security camera. It does have person detection. I didn't really notice that substantially make a huge difference, to be honest about it. It does have capabilities in terms of, well, it is water-resistant, waterproof. It is for outside. Mine is fully exposed, and we've had some really good dumps of rain on this thing. And it worked pretty good. I have not had any issues with it. What else do they claim on here? They have radar detection. I honestly don't know what the heck that is, and I don't know what would be necessary. It does record audio. It does have full-color night vision. Basically, it has 2 lights on it that are kind of strobe lights, like some of the other cameras that I've had in the past. It works pretty good. It's not super bright, but it's bright enough to actually see it, but it is a battery-operated camera. And then it does have infrared vision as well, so it can do just the black and white infrared night, so it doesn't always use the spotlight, I guess is maybe the best way to put it. 3.5 watt solar energy, that's actually the actual solar panel itself. Not a whole lot, but enough to keep the battery topped off and needed. And the battery obviously will last you just fine during the hazy days that kind of we have today, and then also during nighttime as well. So that's the camera. For $150, I have a hard time saying that it's a bad camera. It's actually a pretty good camera. It is not a $300 camera. I'll give you that real quick. The quality of the video is good, not great. The capability of the zoom is okay. I honestly don't use the zoom. I use more of the pan tilt capability of the camera, just because it doesn't have a really fancy zoom lens. So you're gonna have just some distortion, and you're gonna lose quality as you zoom in. So, but for what it is, it works. It works pretty good, actually. So, that said, if you have any questions about it at all, please post below or head over to techgooch.com. Get a hold of me there. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any future ideas for other cameras, I'd love to hear them. If you're interested in having one of your products here, you can contact me at contact@techgooch.com. So, thank you for watching here to the end, and we'll catch you back here on TechGooch for another future video review. We'll see you soon.